How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the deck list for our Egyptian God card structure deck duel. So as you can see over here, for today we have the Slifer deck that we built. The obviously the black sleeves, you can see what it is. And we'll also be doing giveaways, so that's pretty exciting as well. But first of all, I just want to say thank you once again, Ben, for joining us. He's gonna be in a video coming up for you because we're also going to be doing the obelisk deck list as well. So we have the Slifer one coming to you today, and coming up next we will have the obelisk deck list, so you guys can be ready for that. But let us get straight into it. Right, so getting straight into the deck list, we'll start off with 3 Slifer the Sky Dragon. This is our win condition. This is the big bad boy, looking so beautiful. He gains 1,000 attack for each card in your hand. He can be special summoned, but he gets into the grave at the end phase if he gets special summoned. And also on top of it, if your opponent summons a monster, it loses 2,000 attack, and if it goes to 0, it will get destroyed. So this was the win condition of our deck, what we tried to go for, and obviously what the deck is all about. So that's what we built towards. So that is Slifer the Sky Dragon coming in with the monsters, and we've got the Reactor Slime. What this card does is it can actually summon 2 slime tokens with 500 attack and defense. They're water level 1s, and it allows you to you can't summon anything else except for divine beast monsters for the rest of the turn when you do it. Also during the battle phase, it actually lets you set, you can quick effect to tribute it during your opponent's battle phase, or during the battle phase I think, and you can set a metal reflective slime from your deck. So that's really good because it helps with a little bit more consistency, and yeah, it just helps with getting a lot more cards onto the field. Or the 3k defense monster, which is really nice, and the 2 tokens, which is really good as well. So that's really nice and a little bit more consistency. Then moving on to our third monster, we have Tellus the Little Angel, playing 3 of them as well. This card, if it's sent to the graveyard, it summons a token, and also you can banish it from grave and a spell card from hand, and it summons 2 more tokens, allowing you to summon only summon divine beasts from your hand, or just special summon divine beasts for this turn. So that's what it's used for. Really good for token spam. You saw how it worked in the game. It was really nice. Then moving on to more of the monsters, we play 3 Ahriman, the Wicked Warden. This would search you the field spell, but you mostly use it because it's a 1/7 beat stick, and on top of that, it is also really good for draw power. So you can literally tribute any of your other dark monsters, which is pretty much like all the other cards in your deck except for these. And you get a free draw, which is really nice. So that's also really good just for getting cards to your hand. Now moving on to the next monster, we have the Teni Spirit Vashuda. Really nice reprint over here, and this lets you summon itself for free if you control no monsters, or if you control a non-effect monster, which is, by the way, all tokens or set card. So this was live a lot of the time, and you can also banish it from your hand or the grave to target a card your opponent controls and return it to hand, which is really good as well, for actually disrupting your opponent's cards. And it works when you have a token on the field, so that's really nice as well for the Vashuda. Then we have the Caligo Clawcrow, which is just a free summon if you control a dark monster. Really good as well, just was good for the draw fodder. So that's, yeah, you saw how that worked. We tributed it with the Arima, so that's really nice. Also, I guess it's another defense, and it's another way to get to Slifer, so that's really nice. Then our one of swarm monsters, we played 1 Scapegoat, which allows you to summon 4 tokens and do whatever the hell you want with it, or as many tokens as you want actually. Dark level 1 attack, 0 defense, 0 zombie tokens. Even if this gets destroyed, you can summon a whole bunch of them, and it happens when it's flipped face up, so that's really nice, and you can use them eventually for your Slifer tribute. Then our last monster we did play one, thankfully. In the video we thought we hadn't, but we did play one, was the Phantom Sky Blaster. Normal summon this, and you get tokens on the field equal to the amount of monsters you control, so that's really good as well. And moving on to the spells, we have 3 Soul Crossings, which is really good. You use your opponent's monster to tribute summon for your own Divine Beast, which is really, really nice, but it also prevents you from using monster effects. You can only use one per turn. So this is really, really good. You saw it come in clutch in the games. Really amazing. Just so good for this deck. It's just basically like a Right Sphere mode, I guess, in this case. And then we have triple Thunder Attack. This is also the draw power for Slifer, because you can draw cards equal to the monsters destroyed, which gives Slifer more attack. So that's really, really good for the Slifer deck. Obviously, we didn't pull it off, but in the last game, we would have if Mr. Ben had done anything else. But there we go. We've got the Thunder Force attack for the Slifer Sky Dragon at 3. Then moving on, we've got 3 one-time passcodes. This is also for a free token, and it's also a 2k beat stick, so it's got 2k attack and defense. Really, really nice. Yes, it's a Cyberse, but we don't really care about that, do we? So it was really good, came in clutch, dealt a lot of damage also. I mean, it's you summon it in defense, but then you just turn it to attack next turn, so that's really, really nice as well. Then moving on to the one-off spells, we play 1 Monster Reborn, because you anime and because Monster Reborn is amazing. Then we play 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, because Harpy's Feather Duster is just so good for blowing out back row, and it's super rare, shiny. But yes, this is one of the chase cards from the boxes, so that was really good. Then we played 1 Pot of Avarice, because we didn't get a lot of cards to the grave. We mostly got tokens. Unlike Ben, Pot of Avarice was like more useful for him because he had the Momongas. But yes, we played 1 and it got us a draw 2, which is really, really nice. Then we played 1 Enemy Controller, which is really, really good. Obviously tributing your card to take control of an opponent's monster, or you can switch an opponent's monster to defense position, which is really, really nice. And then another spell that we played is we played 1 Draw of Fate, which basically, if your opponent has the monster with the higher attack, and if your life points are lower than your opponent's life points, yes, very specific, but to be fair, we were playing a very, very gimmicky game. You can reveal 3 cards with different names from your deck and place them on top of your deck in a random order. Then you draw 1 card and for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot set spell or trap cards. Also, you can only activate 1 or more card with the effect. So basically it lets you choose one of your draws for the next turn, which is really, really nice. And I had a feeling it might have come up. I didn't really see it either. So yeah, it was still really, really good. When I saw it, I was in a winning position anyway, so it didn't matter. And then we played the clutch Swords of Revealing Light, straight from the anime to your YouTube screens. Really, really cool. Really good. It helped me survive against Ben, if you remember the video. So yeah, that was really awesome. Now moving on to the traps, we played triple Reckless Greed for that draw power. But however, there was a little trick to this. So if you have Slifer on the field and you go Reckless Greed in battle phase, you get to boost Slifer's attack during the battle phase, which is oh so amazing, oh so good. So Reckless Greed was like really, really good. Sometimes it didn't matter if you skipped your draw phase just for a little bit. It was really nice. Then moving on, we've got 2 Mirror Forces. Maybe I should have played 3, but you know what? The 2 still worked out really, really well. And I was happy with what they did. And besides, this is a fun duel, so we're doing a little bit gimmicky plays here. Then we have the Golden Apple. When you take battle damage and you control no monsters, and you gain life points equal to the damage you took, and then you can make a token with attack or defense equal to the amount of life points you gained back. So basically, if you had to attack me with the obelisk, I'll get a 4,000 attack monster on the field, which is really, really nice. That's what I wanted to try to do, but I never saw the card, and I just wanted to play that one just for the fun of it. Then moving on to the last 2, we play the Metal Reflective Slime, which is the card that you can set off one of the slime reactors, which is really, really nice. I never actually summoned this because it got harpies, but still really good defense. And the last card, we have the Ultimate Divine Beast, which allows you to summon a divine beast from your grave when you're attacked, and it becomes the attack target. As you saw, it helped us win in game 2, I think it was, against Ben. And then you can also destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls that activated their effects on the field this turn. And I think you can only do that if you control a divine beast. So yes, this was really clutch. I never used the second effect, but the first effect to save me the game was pretty amazing. So that's all we have for the deck list, and the last thing we need to do is give away the Egyptian god card Slifer, the structured deck. Structure decks. Damn it. So you guys have a chance to win both of these structure decks for one person. So all you have to do is mention in the comments what was the first god card you ever got. Mine was Slifer, so you guys just have to mention that. And for you Slifer fans, you can win both these Slifer structure decks. And I would just like to thank Solarpop and Unplug Yourself for sponsoring us with these really awesome decks. And yeah, I hope you guys liked the deck profile. Hope you guys loved the duel. You can go check it out in the previous video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with people, because we're wanting to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. So yes, we're looking forward to that. So thank you guys for watching this video, and from me, Frisby Moonsong, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Yow!